What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a beef pasta. I've been craving this, so I know you guys want me to do everything that you guys want me to do, but sometimes when I have cravings, I just need to make that specific dish, so that's what we're doing today. So, your ingredients that you're going to need are, I pre-cooked my beef. If you guys want me to show you this in another video, I can. Some parsley, some canned tomatoes, some garlic and onion, some tomato paste, Parmesan, and then we have some oregano. And then over here, we just have some salt, some olive oil, some white wine, and then the pasta sauce water, and then of course our pasta. And then to drink, we are going to be having some Mountain Dew. This used to be my favorite growing up, was Mountain Dew, and I haven't had it in a really long time, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have some Mountain Dew today. So let's get cooking. The first thing we're gonna do is put some olive oil into the pan. Okay. And then let that warm up. And then the second thing we're gonna put in is gonna be our onions and our garlic. So when I'm really craving like a beef sauce pasta, this is usually what I'll make. When I move, guys, I'll show you like an in-depth version of how I make the meat and stuff, but unfortunately, I haven't moved yet, so once I move, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of recipes that take a lot of work. But unfortunately, our real estate agents, I guess it's because she doesn't know us well, and so she didn't sell us properly to the people we're renting to, like our future landlords. And she mixed up our information 3 times. We had to resubmit our offer 3 times to this apartment. So we never ended up getting it. I'm so upset with her. She was also a new real estate agent. She just got her license. So, I mean, I guess it's expected. So my boyfriend and I just are using his friend now. And his friend's going to be able to do it perfectly for us this time. So this time around, hopefully we get the condo that we put an offer on. And I also have, here's my tomato paste. Put that, hot, put that in. Let me put a little bit of pasta water into this, because, yeah. The market in Toronto is crazy too, so it's going to be kind of difficult to find another apartment that we really like. This condo was so nice, guys. I really wanted it, but it's okay. Hopefully the next one that we find is just as nice. And if it's not just as nice, hopefully it's cheaper, because this condo was priced really well and it was so beautiful. So I don't know if we're gonna find something like that again, but hopefully we do. It was a little bit too luxurious for me though. I don't feel like I've built myself up yet to deserve something as luxurious as that condo was. But yeah, it was really, really nice. Okay, I'm gonna put in some oregano. the rest of the canned tomatoes. Looks good, guys. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna add some more salt. Ooh, I'm getting pasta sauce everywhere. Yummy. I'm going to put some of the parsley that I have here into it. I'll just put the rest actually. And I'm going to put some good old white wine. And I'll let that cook out. Typically I'd put pepper in this, but we don't have a pepper that I really like right now, so can't really do that. Yay! Tastes like my childhood. When I was a kid, there was two things I really liked to do. Go to the store to get candy and pop, or go to the like coffee store to get beef patties. Yeah. If you're like a Canadian, then you know, and this might be similar to you as well where you live, but when I was little we had this coffee shop that's now, it's like closing down. It's not doing as well as it was in the 90s, I guess you could say. So they used to sell beef patties, and they sold the tasty beef patties, which in my opinion are one of the best like store-bought beef patties you can get. They're so delicious. So they would sell them at this coffee shop, and I would always go to get a beef patty. Beef patty, pepperoni sticks. Those were my jams when I was a child. So this is just my quick like pasta sauce. I'm sure there, well not even I'm sure, I know there's a lot other ways you could do this, but like I said, my living arrangements right now, I'm packing, it's not really ideal. So when I move finally, which hopefully is either mid-September or end of September, I will be able to show you guys so many more amazing recipes that I know. But this is just my quick and easy. Quick and easy, fast, yummy, delicious. Pasta sauce. Okay. I'm gonna add some of the pasta water into this. Oh, and I dyed my hair. Can you tell, guys? I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm kind of blind, like I can't see myself, but hopefully you guys can see it. I dyed it darker. Yeah, I dyed it darker. I think I'm gonna go lighter next summer. I also feel like next summer I'll have more of a fit body. I was supposed to do that this summer, but I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to my flexible diet, which is eating my macros every day, plus whatever else I want, and gaining muscle. But yeah, so I have a flexible diet where I hit my macros, but I also eat whatever I want. And usually I'll still track my macros, but as of lately I haven't been really tracking them. I've kind of just been like eating and not worrying about it too much. So, yep. I'm gonna put some Parmesan in here now. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put this on low. The rest of this pasta water in it. I still want it to be saucy, you know? Okay, let's give us a taste. Yeah. Let's put this beef in there. Oh. Oops. So I think I mentioned it to you guys before that my mom has like extremely horrible mental health issues. When I was a kid, my mom would force me and my little sister, or my older sister, she would force us to go to the grocery store and buy like 2 bags of milk and carry it home. And mind you, when you're like 7 years old, 8 years old, like 7, I kid you not, carrying home bags of milk, I would like stop halfway home and I would cry because my arms would hurt so much. But I knew if I didn't come home with a bag of milk, like I would get my ass beat. So now that I look back at it, I mean, I know my mom just has mental health issues and that's why she would do stuff like that, but like, what the hell, man? Sorry, because I was just thinking about how I would walk to the store to get like candy and stuff. That was like my favorite time. My not so favorite time would be when my mom would force me to go get milk and like a bunch of groceries that my little body could not handle taking home. It's so brutal. But yeah, see the pasta? Yummy. Ooh, yay. So this pasta, I only lightly rinsed it because when you rinse it too much, then yeah, the best things don't happen. When you rinse it too much, like the sauce won't stick to the noodles as well. So I only rinsed it a little bit, but as you can see, it's looking pretty saucy. It's looking pretty good. Yay. So I was gonna do sushi today, but I was really craving pasta. And I also was going to do Thai food, but I was really craving pasta. So I think later on in the week I will do sushi and Thai food. Because I told a couple of you guys that I was going to do Thai food. And for those of you who are wondering like how I use chopsticks, I learned how to use chopsticks when I was 11. So whoops. I'm not the greatest at using chopsticks, so next video I will try to remember to show you how I use them. But I'm definitely not an example because I didn't pop out of the womb and start using chopsticks. Like I started using chopsticks much later on. So, and I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, and I even said, you know, it's kind of weird. I know considering I'm Chinese, but I mean, if I was to go more in depth with like my family, then you guys would know, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this episode. I think maybe in another video I'll open up to you guys more about that, but not in this video. So they're still doing construction and I can hear a whole lot of what they're talking about and I really don't care. I just want to eat and be with you guys. Yay! I'm so excited for that. I'm so hungry, guys. Yay. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I post everything. I post there before I post on YouTube. So yeah. I make a pretty good pasta, guys. I'm not even gonna front. Do you ever just like crave a big bowl of pasta? That is how I feel right now. I am just craving a huge bowl of pasta, and I am so happy right now. So, I don't know if I told you this. One of the other reasons why I wasn't able to post consistently during the summer is because during like school time, my boyfriend's mom is at work. But in the summer, she's home because she's a teacher. So usually I would have more time to myself to be able to film during the day. But because, you know, she's off, I don't want to bombard her time that she has to be off. You know, it's her house. She deserves her own space. So that's another reason why during the summer I wasn't filming as much, because I don't want to, you know, take up their space all the time, right? So that's another reason why it's good that me and my boyfriend are moving out, because then I'm going to be able to film all the time and do what I want, and it'll be a lot easier. Yummy. So some of you may be wondering, Veronica, why do you live with your boyfriend's parents? It was actually my boyfriend's idea, and I didn't see a reason at the time to disagree with him, and I still don't. I'm glad we made this decision. I pretty much lived on my own since I was 16 years old, and when my boyfriend and I started dating, like when we started like first hanging, like we first met and then we didn't talk for a month, and then we met for the second time, and then we started dating. So when we first started seeing each other, like, I'm the type of person that when I'm dating someone, I need to be with you 24/7. Like, I have to be with you all the time. There is no separate lives anymore. We're officially best friends. We're gonna be spending 24/7 together. That's the type of girl I am, and I don't hate it. And if, like, I would meet guys that were really about that, like, oh, like, you know, we shouldn't be together all the time, blah, blah, blah. And in some cases, I guess, like, okay, I kind of get it. But in most cases, to me, that just means that the person's just not that into you. And if you're not that into me, then I'm not that into you. You know what I mean? So anyways, so my boyfriend and I started dating. We were together instantly, like 24/7. And I was so glad that he was also like this, because I knew it was going to work out, you know? So as we would spend weeks and weeks and months together, he eventually just felt really bad that I was paying for everything and he wasn't. And at the time, he couldn't afford the rent, like to pitch rent with me. He could just afford to do what he could for me. And so he came up with the brilliant idea to move in with his parents, and I would move in with him until he basically get his ducks in a row, and then we would move out again. So it's been about 2 years since we started dating. We lived together in my apartment for a year, and then we've lived with his parents for a year. So now that he's, you know, he's doing really well with his job, he's making really good money, he wants to move back out, and I think it's perfect timing because I have a lot of goals and I guess aspirations as well, and it would be much better if we lived on our own. We could accomplish it easier, I guess you could say, because you have your own space, right? So yeah, that's why we live with his parents, because he didn't. And thank God his parents are cool. Like, at first they're very skeptical. They're like, who is this girl? And then they got to know me and they realized that we made a really good team. Like, it's not that we were just like, they didn't just let us in. They didn't let me stay just because I was dating him. They let me stay because they realized that we both did really well together, you know? So, yeah. Thought that was pretty cool. I'll leave the story of like how my boyfriend and I met when I move out and he finally does a video with me. We'll talk about it then, because I know he kind of likes to talk about it too. Nom 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 nom. Oh, whoops. We got a nice big chunk of garlic in that bite. That was yummy. Ooh. I need to buy new glasses really badly. I like my other glasses, but I've had those glasses for like 5 years. I look like a librarian. But anyways, I want a nice pair of new like glasses. You know, like the hipster ones where they're like either really circled. You know, I want a pair of those ones because I'm blind. And like, you guys are fuzzy to me right now. Like me looking this way, it's like fuzzy. I can see my food perfectly because it's right in front of me. But anything like far away, it's just like fuzzy. Unless it's like a large object, like a tree or something. Then I can obviously still see it. It's just fuzzy. Yeah. It's not HD, I guess you could say. Anyways, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy beef pasta dish. And until next time.